Hello everyone, welcome back to Gemcraft Chasing Shadows, episode 8 I think, but who's counting? Me, I'm counting. So we have gotten ourselves the freeze skill, we've unlocked a lot of new areas we can go to, but I wanted to go here into field A to get a certain skill. Speaking of skills, where we are here, 10 here, 16, I think in this episode I wanted to get True Colors up to at least level 12. And if I did that, I wouldn't do it now because it would go under 400 skill points here, but we'd get our 40% bonus to dual, triple, and quad gems. And this means that our dual gems in particular no longer suffer any real penalty to their special abilities. So normally, if we didn't have this skill or any other skill, let's just assume no skills, a dual gem goes down to 70% of the specials. So when we add 30% from this skill, it's not going back up to 100%, it's 30% of the 70%, which is 91%. So going to this point to 12 would make it 98%. So once we get to level 12 here, dual gems no longer have any serious penalty to their special ability. Now, of course, they're not as strong as the pure gems now because the true color skill bumps the pure gems up too, but it just means that our dual gems no longer suffer like the serious drawbacks that they did before. Um, we could also see like every 3 levels of this skill, we're going to go up by 10% on the secondary ability, but every 3 levels of this skill is only 9% of the primary ability. So you'd think, oh, that means the dual gems will eventually be stronger than the pure gems. Not really, because 10% of the dual gem is actually 7% because it goes down to 70 at the base, whereas 9% of the original gem is 9%. 9 is greater than 7, as they told me in math class, I guess. So the dual gems will never quite catch up to the single gems, but they will get at least not terrible. So that's what we're going to do here. I'd like to get Mana Stream up to 18 because that lowers the mana pool milestone. I actually double checked. If I get this up to 18 and I keep my unspent skill points at about 400, then I'll start every level at mana pool 5. So we're going to want to get that up. Fusion, we're also going to want to get up to 18 if I get the skill points for it in this video. As I mentioned before, Fusion has an interesting quirk that kind of makes 15 like a stopping point. So every time we upgrade the skill, we decrease the cost of a first grade gem by 1.5%. Since first grade gems start at 60, that means you're decreasing it by 0.9, which of course is not even 1. It's not even a whole integer. But the game has been rounding it for us. So we went from 60 to 59.1. The game said that's 59. Well, eventually you're going to get to a point where even with rounding, you won't actually decrease the cost of a gem. Once every 10 levels, that'll happen. And it happened already once between levels 5 and 6, but the thing is the secondary ability of the gem combination cost increased between levels 5 and 6. So there still was a benefit to putting a skill point in that, but if I go from 15 to 16, we don't decrease the gem combination cost, and this jump 22.5 to 24% doesn't come with a decrease in the gem cost. So this would be a waste of skill points and a waste of mana. We waste 112 mana or whatever that is. Yeah, 112 mana to do nothing. So we would have to put at least 2 skill points into here, which would be a big mana jump just to get a single a single mana cost off of 1 gem. So we're going to wait till we have a lot of skill points, but we want to bump this all the way up to 18. Anyway, that's where we are now. Let's just jump in and see where we are. I think we were with these skills last time. I think we'll keep the skills here. It should be fine. So, what does this level give us? So a lot of entrances is big area open here. I don't really want to deal with this area. I'd rather funnel everybody in here, which is where they're going to go anyway, and let's block paths. I've been given 3 gem types. This is not a great combo for this part of the game. I mean, red and green's a fine combo to put together. The blue is not helpful yet. I don't know if it ever will be, but like definitely. Oh man, that's so close. You know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm actually going to lower one of my skills. Nope, I'm going to go into skills and do that. I'm going to lower, not this one. No, this one? I'm going to lower freeze? I'm going to lower freeze. That might actually just be enough. And then after this battle, I can put that skill point back. It's fine. right? Yeah. Okay, I'm starting at mana pool level 5 now. But if I get to mana stream 18, I can stay at 400 skill points. I don't have to stay above 400. Is it that important? Who knows? Anyway, so looking at these types here, I don't know if the slowing gem is ever going to be that useful for me, but certainly right now it's not, because, like, okay, if I made this gem, it would be, you know what? Let's do it. I can always restart the battle. You see, it target gets 14% slower. Now that's how it was at the very beginning of the game. So my true color skill has done nothing for how much slower the enemy gets. It does change the time. It was 2 seconds, now it's 2.6. That's still not a lot of time. If I put it in a trap, that's at least more worth it. 6.5 seconds is a good amount of time to, like, take care of them, but 14% slower isn't. We would need to upgrade this quite a bit before it's, like, at grade 5 is where it's even moderately useful. I just wish there was a way to make the slowing benefit go up. Either that or the time needs to be greatly increased before I feel like this gem is going to be worth it. Yeah, let's restart the battle because I don't want to actually waste my mana on that. So we're really going to focus on the red and green gems in this level. First, I'm going to put towers and walls down. So I'm going to block this area with a tower and a wall. That's because I know I'm already going to block it, and if I did walls here and I want to put a tower here, that's just a waste of mana. So we're going to put a tower there. We're going to put a tower here. We're going to put a tower there, and I'm going to funnel enemies this way. So they have to go around it. And I'm going to put a tower here. And that should be enough for now. Let's block this, so everyone's got to come through this middle zone. And I'm also going to put a tower here. What I'd like to do is take care of these beacons. They're not going to reach the area I'm doing most of my damage, but I don't want them to be buffing enemies before they get in. These aren't as important, because if I don't hurt the enemies before they get in here, they're not going to be healed. And if they don't have negative effects already, they're not, of course, going to be healed from that. But still, I want to get rid of these. We're going to make combos of red-green. So, yeah, it's not the greatest amount of poison damage, but it's just more about the regular damage than it is about that. And, of course, having chain hit ability. We're going to... oops, not that button. We're going to duplicate, make as many of those as I can. This one's going to attack structures. Let's make sure I have something to enrage waves with. I'm going to start by enraging each of these with a grade 1, except twice with this. But as soon as I feel like I'm getting enough mana, this will go to level 2, and I'll bomb with level 2, because as we discovered, 2 grade 1 bombs and 1 grade 2 bomb give us the same amount of monsters, but the monsters are slightly weaker, I think, with the grade 2 bomb. And also we don't get as many beacons, because, you know, if we wanted 4 times with a grade 2 bomb, that's 8 times with a grade 1 bomb, we'd also have a beacon to deal with. So I think, can we make another one of these? Not quite. So as soon as we can, I'm putting it in there. I should also have a trap here at some point, but I think I want a gem here first. This should take care of the enemies. And then we want to upgrade this one. Oh, these are going to go down quick, I guess. Alright, this should give me enough to upgrade to level 2. Okay. Now we want a trap here. Just a pure poison trap. For now. Right? I think that's right. We're going to upgrade it twice. Level 3 to start. And then let's upgrade the bomb I'm going to be using. And just everything one time. This level actually has a pretty high rate of giant waves. Each level has a set amount of each type of wave, Reaver, Swarmling, and Giant, but it actually randomizes when and where they appear. So, these guys are really fast. These are really fast guys. The haste beacon is not helping. So what I want to do is upgrade this. Let's make people do this. Let's upgrade these. Okay. And make sure that one's at a high enough level. So yeah, instead of upgrading all of these at the same time, I want to make sure there's one that can at least puncture through armor, because I have no way of removing armor in this level. These are just making sure I'm getting as much damage in as possible, and by these I mean I'm going to have another tower right here. And we're going to duplicate that. Oh, I don't have the mana for it yet, though. Do this. Duplicate that. Alright. Yeah, because this beacon's removing the poison. I don't want it to be doing that. So far, so good. And then let's send these, get some extra mana. Alright. I'm going to wait till he's dead, and then we're going to upgrade these 3. And then this one should get upgraded next. So we're about to get swarmed here. Ooh, this is actually quite a big swarm. I could be in trouble. Let's combine. Let's actually upgrade, combine. Make sure it's not attacking structures, although there's no structures nearby. Okay, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. And then this can go up to level 7. I also would like to put a tower out here so we can shoot these drop holders. So we're going to duplicate this, send it to structure. Let's have another tower there. Structure with bolt spell on it. Alright, we're going to be in trouble here if we're not watching for it. One more time. Going to get anything from the drop holders? Looks like no. I mean, shadow cores and stuff, but... Oh, there's another one. Hold on. Where's that? There we go. Free. It's expensive, though. Look at the upgrade cost. It's more than it would be here. Way more than it would be here. So even though this gem is more powerful, it costs too much to upgrade it, so I'm going to trade it in for mana. Let's break those. Let's upgrade this as soon as I get the mana for it. I actually had the mana for it, but I spent it gem bombing those because I wasn't paying attention. Send these in. Alright. Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah. Alright, so these are doing nothing. These need to go up to level 4 at least. Okay, we're not getting overrun, so that's good. These should go up to level 5, and then I'm gonna drop in the chain hit here. So they're still doing a fair amount of poison damage, but they're gonna hit everybody now. So yeah, I got lots of giant waves. So based on, you know, random chance, we could end up with all our giant waves bunched together, which would make things rather difficult for us. So we want to make sure our strategy, whatever it is, can take care of any arrangement of waves over here. So if we set ourselves up so we'd only survive if the giant waves were spaced out, obviously this would be a problem. Ooh, this is three giant waves and 4 total waves is a lot. But so far we're not dying so far, so that's good. I want to see if I can get this to level 9 actually before too long. Okay, we can. Let's upgrade it. And then I think we could focus the rest of our time on getting our the rest of our gems up, because right now these ones are just like cherry tapping, just taking a little bit off. So if I can make let's save some of our mana for a bit here. This one go up to 6. The fact that these have poison damage at all means that it's okay that they're a bit weaker, because poison damage ignores armor, but 31 is just not a lot to work with. So if I bring these all up to at least level 5, that should be better. Of course, now a bunch of enemies are getting through without damage right now. Wait, hold on. We got a shrine now? That's not a great shrine.
I'm not gonna waste my gem bombs on it. Let's upgrade you. I haven't even had to use my freeze yet. We'll see. We'll see. We might start getting overwhelmed later. We still have a few ways to go. Let's get this up to level 6. Bring this up to level 7. Of course, now that's risky, because if enemies get through, we're going to die. They're not going to, though. What are these things? Drops spawnlings when killed and heals nearby monsters. That's annoying. But it is survivable. Let's get all of these to at least level 6. And then send in the final waves. Yeah, we actually did pretty well on that. This is the point at which we might need to start using our special skills. 20,000. Have 90 monsters poisoned at the same time. Yeah, that'll happen when you have a lot of these guys like this. Yeah, so here is where we throw in that skill. Yeah, we just have too many monsters on the field. But yeah, dropping the freeze and the bolt at the same time is a good way to clear out if you start getting overrun. It's not a perfect solution. The giants will probably still get through here. But, you know, when the monsters are frozen, if you kill them, they also kill all the monsters around them. So, and the fact that it says chain hit helps. So, yeah, that made sure we didn't lose. Well, is this worth it? Cuts a percentage of the current hit points? Probably not. We'd have to drop really, really expensive gems in there. Let's upgrade this to 10. Why not? And then we should just be able to finish the level off. These are the ones that have the... Yeah, hold on. They drop the swarmlings when they die. Alright, let's see how long we can last in endless mode. I don't know if we will, but let's give it a try. We have no real way to cut enemy armor, so we're just going to get to a point where there's nothing we can do. We're not going to have strong enough guys. Let's start by upgrading the poison traps. Throw out a few gem bombs, why not? I want this to go to level 9. These guys just really have a lot. And the banishment mana, 2% of total mana because of the marking they have. That's rough. Still can't upgrade that yet. Alright, that goes to level 9. Okay, so far so good. Let's see if we can get up to 100,000. I think that's doable. Yeah. Actually, combine these to an 8. Because we're going to get to a point where the lower gems are doing nothing. Oof. Alright, let's get this. Let's get a level 11 gem. There we go. Oof. Now, the trouble is we don't have other gems on the field, so we just need more hits happening. New beacon. Oh, these guys drop beacons when they die? That is the worst marking. Oh, no. Okay, we're probably going to die here, though. Yeah, we're not going to make it much further. We're going to get to 100,000, though? Yeah, we are. That's at least good. I'll take it. sort of stretching this out as long as we can. There we go. Dead. We got inner fragments. Oh yeah, I got circle fragments. That's good. We didn't really have any of those. Alright. A few level ups is good. Where are we? 122 achievements. Getting closer. Okay, so 3% damage to swarmlings. It's not really worth it, but at least it fills the talisman out. Now this one's at level 11. Initial mana is good. We've got some shadow cores. Let's see what we can upgrade. This one's upgraded. This one's upgraded. This one's upgraded. This one's upgraded. This one can be more upgraded. How about these? We don't care about the damage ones right now. Well, we might start caring soon, because we're actually starting to do enough damage that a small percentage would be noticeable. But this one here, let's give ourselves initial mana, for sure. 47, 47. Okay, the third level didn't do anything, but gem wasps, sure, if I'm dropping gem bombs. And then this one, let's upgrade the XP. 5% more XP gained. So a total 5% XP gained. Ooh, almost 200 initial mana. That's good. So on top of this, 360 as the base, and then almost 200 more than that. So about 550 on top of whatever we see there is good. So we can immediately jump to... We can put this one back. We're good. We can immediately jump to this level here. That might be as far as we go there, though. Yeah. No, we can do this. We can actually... No, let's not go under 400. Actually, it's okay to go just a little bit under than that. Let's just do that. I think it's fine. And we'll move on to A2, which only gives us purple and green gems. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we're still at level 5, which is good. Neat. Okay, so amplifiers. This is where we want to do all our damage. We're going to put gems here. Yeah, so 98% specialist power. So it's about as much as it would be with a baseline, like a grade 2 green and a grade 2 purple. Of course, we're improving all that because of all of our other skills. But it means this isn't really a waste to make dual gems at all. It's got higher damage and no real penalty for special abilities. Abandoned dwelling. We've got beacons that prevent buildings, so yeah, we can't build in there. But it's enough that I could do... Here, I can do it this way. Watch. I'm going to make a path around this center. It's a lot of walls, but that's what we're going to do there. Then here, we're going to block this path. So they have to go up and around. You have to go this way and then through here. So you got to do the full circle. That's all I'm going to worry about. And I spent a lot on walls. Let's see what I do after I enrage what I want. Not as many giant waves in this one, but we're getting one early. Actually, getting a giant wave early is kind of nice because they're going to have the lowest HP. They're going to be way more survivable. Let's get some gems into the amplifiers. And I want them to be dual, so they send both of their special abilities over. And we're going to have you attack structure. And they're probably going to leave it there because there's no more structures nearby. Let's get a trap here. And then this. And we'll have another one of you ready to go as soon as this is broken. Which should happen almost immediately. I said it should happen almost immediately. There we go. And now, drop one in here, and then upgrade this. And then we're going to drop a couple more towers in these areas. We want them to be in the spot where the amplifiers are. So all our work is going to be done in this central area. Probably throughout the rest of the level. Alright, let's upgrade our gem bomb. Start enraging these waves. And from here, the level's going to mostly play itself. I still want this guy attacking structures because eventually the range will be very high. When I add the bolt spell, they'll attack these other beacons. I don't care about those so much, but they'll attack these drop holder piles. Let's upgrade the central gem. Let's upgrade our poison trap. We're going to put another poison trap in. And we're going to duplicate this gem as soon as I can. Okay, we can't duplicate it yet, so let's just drop another gem in. Level 4. There we go. Alright. Level 6. Level 5. Will this be enough to upgrade to the next level? I think so. And then let's get all of you to level 4, and that's a good start. That's a good start. How about you? Oh, this is an interesting lane. Watch. Nice. Yeah, we'll take it. Let's upgrade level 6 here. It's too bad we don't get the chain hit gems, but we'll survive without it. Let's just enrage his waves. Oh boy, Spectre. We're going to have you actually switch to special entities for a second. There you go. Now back to structures. Let's upgrade all the gems in the amplifiers. And let's upgrade you. And boom. Yeah, so the bolt spell is just, he's using it to kill those. Did we get anything? No, we didn't get anything from the drop holders. We probably got shadow cores, but that's it. Yeah. I guess that's all. Okay, I think we need... Oh, he's attacking the mana shard. Let's freeze, upgrade, bolt. Cool. Beacons are gone. Now you don't need to be in structure anymore. Let's get rid of that. 3 giant waves in a row is not going to be great for us. But at least I have this gem. Let's bump these up. Let's bump this to 7. This can go to 7. Clear out all the enemies that aren't giants. Marking heals nearby monsters, not a big deal. Extra hit points burns a lot of mana when banished, so we don't want them to break through. Let's upgrade these. So what am I getting from that? 117 to maximum damage, 2.3 to range, so it's got a really big range. It's also the shots per second I want to increase, because that is important when you're starting to get overwhelmed. Let's upgrade you. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe through the rest of this level if I can get... Okay, what do we got here? Extra armor, hit points, and 3 initial shields. So you have to hit him 3 times before you start doing any damage at all. Let's put another trap in. No, you can never have too many poison traps, I guess. This one burns mana. Annoying. Alright, let's get you all to level 6. Okay. Okay, I see what this is. Here, let me get rid of some of their shields. Oh, it does puncture through the shield because it does additional... Yeah, there we go. Shields are gone. That was a good use of that shrine. Summons a beacon when killed. 34,000... Oh, okay, so that's the worst. That's the worst marking, because the beacons they summon take forever to kill, and if they summon the beacons are random, and they're in a random spot. So if they appear in a bad spot, and they're a bad kind of beacon, that's really going to suck for me. But in the meantime, let's just do this. At least they're the final wave, so I don't have to really deal with whatever they drop. But let's upgrade this. Level 10 gem. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. These are the beacon guys here. There's only a few of them. There's actually quite a few. There's 5 of them. That's bad. Alright, so what's the beacon that was appeared from that guy? Here. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. And now it's just the last few enemies. Okay, that's fine. Any others? Oh, down here? Fine. Great. They've all appeared in places that don't bother me. That, I don't care. I'm not building anything. And then, yeah, I'm not building anything. Cool. That worked out. Let's see how many XP we can squeeze out. We can easily get to 100,000. Let's see if we can get to like 125 or even 130 or maybe even 140,000 XP. Let's drop these to 7. Let's drop these to 8. And then I'm going to actually combine these to a level 8 gem and make that a level 8 gem. Oh man, okay. A lot of giant waves in a row is not good in endurance mode, because this could overwhelm me pretty easily. Oh, another beacon down there, it doesn't matter. It's going to be annoying. These guys are going to get strong enough eventually that I don't want to enrage them at all. So far, so good. Okay, so let's upgrade you. Let's combine these and combine this to make a level 11. But I don't want to just have the one. Ooh, that's a big range. I want to now refill so I have more gems. And then these should all be as the highest level I can make. Just so I have more attacks happening. And then we'll see how far we can take this. So far, so good. I don't care about this shrine. It's just not going to do enough damage, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe if I have it... How much is it doing? Yeah, it's only doing about 20%. Okay. Yeah, these guys just have so much HP. Yeah, that's just where we are. The giants are way too strong. Look at that. 600,000 HP. Even though we've gotten rid of all their armor. I just don't have the manpower. But hey, we got 240,000. Yeah, okay, we're probably gonna die soon. But that's enough XP to give us a couple more level ups. How much now? 126? Okay. Talisman. This is another corner fragment that I don't want. So goodbye. So between these two, I'm actually going to go here first, because I know the skill in here isn't going to be necessarily helpful here, and so the higher I can make my level before I go in here, the better. So this is already at level 12, which is good. Let's get this up to 17, and hold it there. Alright, well, looks like we have two paths. We have this maze here, and we have this straight path. I don't want the straight path, but it's blocking, which means that this actually is blocking here somewhere. So we have to bomb some of these walls to make a path. Now the trick is, some of the walls we bomb here will reveal a path underneath, and others will reveal just this grass. If we reveal the grass, that's not good, because the enemies can't go through that. So we need to only reveal the spots the enemies can walk through. I happen to know two spots that are perfect for it, right here and right there. Let's put towers in to also force... So without building more walls, there are 3 towers there. They're going to come in, go around this way, here. That's probably good enough. Let's start with that. Let's put in some gems. This guy is going to attack this structure. So sealed gem, we haven't seen before. It looks like it's just a red gem in there. It looks like a grade 5 gem. If we break the seal here, we just get to have the gem. No strings attached. Now, we can't make red gems in this level, and I'm going to try to avoid duplicating or doing any tricks to make more red gems when it's not available here. So either we're going to recycle it for the mana, or we can combine it with something to make a chain hit, like a trap. Speaking of traps, I think I'll actually build a few here. Let's do that. You know what? Just for fun, let's put this one as an armor tearing trap. It's a pretty good amount of armor, even at level 1. It will eventually be outclassed. It won't even be funny. Okay, so then I have to remember to put the wall down there. Otherwise, they're just going to walk right in. Okay. What do I want to do first? I want more gems on the field. So I want another tower here, and we'll duplicate these gems. Let's also upgrade this one, so we have that going on. Another tower up here. Free a sealed gem. There we go. I don't want to mix it into this yet. It's at far too low a level. No. Let's make sure we're not gem bombing with that. Let's have a grade 4 gem at least. Let's have another one. Now let's upgrade our trap. Oh, need a little bit more mana. Let's upgrade it to level 5. And then mix in this. Get a level 6 dual gem. And let's upgrade this one to level 5. Should take care of most enemies for now. Yeah, we're good. This will go to level 5. These will go to 4. Cool. I think we can almost not cakewalk through this one. Sleepwalk through this one. Let's just enrage some monsters, get some power in here. We should be fine. What if we made this trap actually do something? Cut off 25 armor per hit. The reason this isn't all that useful is because the gems are also doing that, so it's just extra armor tearing for no reason. But it doesn't hurt, it just kind of wastes a little bit of our mana. We also can't destroy this monster nest. I was thinking of doing that, and then I saw indestructible, so no to that. Shouldn't really be having any level 3 gems anymore. It's actually okay that you have weaker gems, because the green-purple combo is great because it tears away the armor with the purple, and the green, the poison, goes through armor. So, you know, given enough gems, even weak gems will do damage because they'll strip all the armor off. This is a lot of guys, though. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm making this harder for myself. I don't actually have to enrage these waves. I'm just doing that. But we're fine. We're fine. Why was I even worried? That should go to level 7. Because it increases the power of the poison, which is good. This should also go to level 7. Anyone who gets through that first trap will suffer the power of the second one. And then double that. Cool. Let's start bumping up these other gems while we're here. Reduces 25 armor per hit. Enemies have, you know, around 200 armor, so actually almost 250, so a tenth of the armor in one hit is pretty good, but not super necessary. Let's just upgrade our other gems. I'd like to get this one up to grade 9 as soon as possible. Oh. Okay, what do we got here? Drop spawn links, forces gem resocketing, and almost twice as fast. Well, they're giants. Twice as fast is still very slow. Level 9 for you. All hit enemies stop healing temporarily. Waste of a shrine right now. I'm not going to be using that. Okay, let's make this harder for myself. I might actually regret what I just did there. Okay. More experience for the battle. These actually, bombing these doesn't really do much. Oh, 0.04% more? Like, come on. Okay. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. We have a lot of mana, though, so at least... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Let's upgrade. Let's go to grade 10. At least that'll help me kill those guys. I'm not going to learn my lesson at all. I'm still going to enrage all the waves. Alright, we could... You know, if I died here, that'd be very funny, because it'd be entirely my fault for enraging these waves. I would have learned nothing. I will have done this horrible, horrible thing to myself, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do it again. Yeah. And there's way too many monsters for me to really want to risk another... Let's put that down. Oh, no, we're handling it. We're handling it. Let's upgrade some of these other guys. No, we're doing all right. We're doing all right again. Yeah, that's it. I intended that. That was my thought. I knew it would happen. I wasn't scared at all. How many waves we got? 61? Jeez. Okay, well, we're definitely going to get some XP on this. I don't know how much longer we'll make it into endurance mode, though, but we'll see. Let's bring you up to 8. You up to 8. Do I want these poison traps to be strong? I think the poison traps are fine where they are. I'm not really going to worry about them. And then here we go. And we're good. Beat 60 waves. And a lot of kill chains. Okay. Okay, let's combine and combine. We start with a level 11. Let's put it there. And then you're at level 10. So we'll start with that, and then we'll build that and duplicate it. Oh no, we start with beacon creating giants. Alright, well this will probably be a short endurance round. If we can get up to 150,000, I'll be very happy up here. I don't think it's going to happen, but it certainly would make me happy. What if we decided that this was a level 8 gem? Yeah, okay, that beacon's not too bad. It's not going to hit anybody. But we could get... If the beacon appeared, like, right here or something, we'd just be in trouble. Where's the other one that should have appeared? I don't see it. Or maybe we didn't kill a beacon guy. But we will now. That one's fine. No one's going that direction. Haste beacon's not the worst thing ever, but if we have monsters that are already fast, it is pretty bad to see that. So... Alright. Have we even killed one other beacon monster? They're so powerful. What's going on? Alright. Maybe there weren't that many of them. Maybe that was the lucky break we got. Man, 2 more giant waves. Dang. We're barely making it through the giant waves we got now. Okay. Let's upgrade these 2. Let's actually upgrade them again and again. Because we'll get them to... Okay, okay, okay. We're fine, we're fine. No need to panic. Alright, I'll get up to 150. I can do this. I can fix this. Maybe. It's cutting it rather close. Okay. No, yeah, we're not going to make it much further. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, yeah, we're going to die. Okay. Yeah, the giants are just way too strong. Alright. I'll take 140k. Okay. 131, okay. This is an inner fragment, so... it could be... Let's get rid of this, so let's move these all down. This is the best one, and we want... Well, tower bolt damage actually is good, too. So all of this is good. Alright, what can we upgrade before we go in? Let's go to 18 here. And let's go to 15 there. Let's make our traps a little better. Cool. Now time to open this tome chamber, see what we get. Okay. It's over here, so first things first, that's getting blocked. So enemies have to come this way, and we want to block this direction. So they have to come through here, and we'll block here as well. And we'll put in towers here. And we're gonna try to make enemies go around a long route here like this. Have a few towers, so we get these 3 colors. Not the greatest combo. It's better than it was earlier in the game, but we'll start. I guess we'll make a level 4 gem to start, and we'll put that right there. Let's get a poison trap to get us started here. I also want a mana trap. Let's put that right here. And we'll make it level 2. So 1.87 mana per hit. So it'll probably get a few hundred hits in this level. So we'll get at least a profit of like 500. You know, it's a free small gem. Let's get ourselves some enraged waves. Giant wave, that's what we want, right? 21 giants. So yeah, I think with, of course, having 51 waves now because of all our battle traits, we'll have enough giants that we wouldn't need to enrage anything as long as we just kill them all here. But it's still nice for the extra XP and the off chance that we don't kill all the giants in that area. Let's get... I'm making grade 2 gems just so I can have more gems. And eventually we'll upgrade them. Actually, let's upgrade them as quickly as possible. Okay, this guy should be upgraded soon too. That's just okay. I see how it is. Immediately overrun. This should also be stronger here. That should be level 4. Okay. First set of giants coming through. This trap has only gotten us... it's almost paid for itself. Okay, let's get another... Let's put another tower there. Let's get these up. You know what? Let's not have so many low levels. Alright, as soon as I can get some more mana on this, let's upgrade this to level 7. How are we doing over here? 141 hits, so yeah, that's pretty good. It's not going to make much of a profit, but it will make something. Not quite. Not quite enough, actually. So... Don't go too far away. There we go. Now let's freeze. Upgrade. Oops, I meant to press upgrade before I did that, but I missed the key. Alrighty. Let's do it again. Okay, what's this one? Forces gem resocketing, that's annoying. Heals monsters, that's annoying. Extra HP regeneration's annoying, especially when we have no way to counter it. How many more shots you got? Come on, hurry up so I can upgrade you. There we go. Level 8. Alright, how many more? 7 more? I think we got this. Alright. Let's go here. Huh. Not really counting on these special abilities, but the critical hit chance is pretty good. I guess better than it used to be. How about this? This should be much higher level. How are we here? One more giant? We got this. Yeah. Now it doesn't matter where I kill them, but I've set up my kill zones here, so you know what, just in case. That's a terrible place for it, and also a terrible shrine. 51 waves. So I can't be content with level 8. Let's go to level 9. And then here as well, we want to make sure these guys are strong gems. If I thought ahead, these two towers would actually be moved over one space to the right, so I could make walls and make the enemies going into the loop there, but didn't think of that. I can at least do this. I can at least do that. Alright. Yeah, no way to reduce armor, no way to reduce regen, so I just have to make sure my gems stay really powerful so that I can actually kill them. Because the armor levels are starting to get pretty high. Yeah, these gems aren't even doing any damage anymore. So I need at least level 8 to do any damage. Yep. Okay, cool. It's a trap. Alright, we'll see what we can get out of this. I don't think we'll last very long because we have no armor tearing. But we have unlocked the armor tearing skill tome, so starting in the next level we will have it. Let's get these together. Oops, hold on. These, and now we have a level 11. And then let's get more gems on the field just so we have More things happening. Oh, those are very, very fast swarmlings. Holy crap. Dang. Alright, let's... Okay. Man, the armor level is severe. Jeez. Oh my gosh, look how many markings they all have. Alright, well, if I can squeeze out 150,000 XP, I mean, I don't think I'll even get that high. That would be glorious if I could do that. Let's set that. Okay. Okay, so I can mix these, make a 10. Eee. Oh no, okay. Huh? I don't think these 7s are even doing any damage. Ooh. Okay, we got 150,000, that's good. We at least got that, but I don't think we're getting much further than this. Yikes! Actually, we did get much further than that. Look, that's almost 170,000. But not much longer. Okay, we're gonna lose. Let's let it go. Let it go. How much mana did we leech? 27,000? I bet like 1,000 of it was the trap that we set. It wasn't even that worth it. Corner fragment, which we don't need, and it's a type we don't need, so thank you, game. Or we have not much there. So goodbye. Skills-wise, we now have the armor tearing skill. So it functions like the poison skill. It lets us increase the base power of the armor tearing component. And now we can use armor tearing gems in every level, which is very useful because having at least one of these just means we can make sure that enemies don't have armor that gets too high for us. We can at least put them into other gems, make dual gems that have really high attack power and do some special ability. Just a little bit of armor tearing at a time is fine. I think I'm going to put in 3 levels here, and I'm going to save my skill points to put into fusion after the next level. So I don't know if this level gives us the armor tearing initially, but we definitely have it now, which is nice. And we have this big old maze we want to go through. So I want to block this short path off, and let's make it a bit of a roundabout. Then I want to go through this curve here, so it's going to come up, down, around this way. And then I want to go through this curve here, so around this way. So let's get rid of the walls in the way of that. And let's force motion this way. And like so. And then let's force us to take the longest route through the traps, of which we're going to have, thank you, several poison traps, and then I'm going to build a mana trap of level 3. You know, let's go to level 3. So it's going to take a while to get that mana back. It's going to take about 200 hits. Well, actually, no, the gem only cost 490, so not even 200 hits will get that back. But we should get a good grand to 2 grand of mana from that trap alone. Let's build some towers. Let's start with a pure armor tearing. Let's just tear away that armor. I don't know if I'm going to want to keep it a pure one. Let's build a yellow-orange mixture here. Let's build some other stuff. Let's build think yellow-purple is a good mix to do. It's got the armor tearing and it's got critical hit. And then I want a pure critical hit gem, because look how good, even at level 1, now it's a 15% chance instead of 11%. And of course almost 1.5 damage when it wasn't even close to that before. So at level 2, I'm starting at level 2 so I have enough to make a lot of these. Let's see what happens when we have orange and purple together, which we can't quite make yet because I don't have enough mana. Alright, we got to let a lot of guys through. Now we can combine these. Eventually we're going to get something out of that. Okay. I think these should all be at level 2. Yeah. And then we should be able to bomb these. And then this should let us run for a bit. Bit scary. Let's upgrade this guy to level 4. So yeah, every 4 shots, I'm going to deal a little more than twice the damage. I like that. Let's get you to 5. And then let's upgrade the rest of these. That's pretty good. Alright, this should be fine. Okay, that's a little scary. It's a little scary how they're getting through there. The poison traps I don't think are strong enough here, so let's bump that one to 4. Let's bump this to 6. Whatever, just go nuts, man. Okay. We can also use these on these swarmlings coming through. This one does additional poison damage. This one does additional XP. Nice. That's pretty good. We'll wait till we have more of a stream going up there to use that shrine. Let's get some more armor tearing off. These are good to upgrade. You know what? These are all good to upgrade. Let's do that. And then this one goes to 7. How much on critical hit? More than a third of the chance. And more than 4 times the damage. That's good. This'll get a lot of guys. But not for that much. That wasn't that great. Oh, it killed the ones from poison up here, though. That was good. Let's just do that. Let's have you at level 6. How much armor are you tearing at a time? 30? That's pretty good. And I'll have you attack random, or no, highest armor. Shielded highest armor. So we can freely tear rather than focus on one guy at the expense of everybody. Those guys are so fast. What the heck? They must be marked. Marked swarmlings can be very, very quick. There we go. Let's have you at level 8. What are we at now? 40% chance, 5 times the damage. So this could potentially do 4,000 damage, minus, of course, the armor. Let's see here. That didn't really do anything. Yeah. We need the rest of these to be strong. Let me check on my poison traps. What am I doing here? Let's make sure we have these at much higher levels. Oh, I can't drop anything in there. Okay, now I can, right? Nope, not quite. Not quite. That would have been a great time to have my shrines ready, but alas, I didn't do that. I think I'll still survive. It's just going to be a little crowded in here for a bit. As soon as this one's ready to go, let's drop her in. That should kill a few of these guys. There we go. And then here... Ooh, hold on. And I'll wait for these swarmlings to get in place. We're handling things here, so I'm not going to worry about it. And... boom. Nice. I'm congratulating myself, because my ego is pretty big. Let's have you at level 9. 50% chance almost to deal 7 times the damage. So since it's 2.26 shots per second, every second we're going to deal, on average, every second we're going to deal 7 times the average of this, which is about 800, so 5,000 damage every second. That's good. Let's get some of these other guys up. I think I'm handling this pretty well, so... oh dear. These shrines are nowhere close to ready, so no to that. Let's make sure our traps are good. This one is less important, I guess. Ugh. It just takes so long to charge these guys, and every time you use them, the charging time goes up. 2 giant waves in a row. Yay, it's my favorite. Alright, well, the poison traps seem to be doing their jobs, keeping the swarmlings away from here. Although, man, they're fast. How about you? Let's get you up to level 7. 6 and 6. And we might need to do a little freeze action here. No, not quite. Oh. What is with all the giant waves coming at once here? That is no good. I don't like that. Let's get these up to level 8, though. Okay, we've got this back. How about... let's get a lot of venom damage. I don't think that's going to kill any... it's going to kill some of these guys, but I think it is not going to help me. Uh-huh. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. This is fine. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted this. Okay, that's maybe... that might poison damage these guys enough. Oh dear. Okay. Upgrade you. 57% chance to deal almost 10 times the damage. I'll take it. Actually, we seem to be doing okay. I thought we'd get overrun right about now. Okay, so let's get these up to 9. Let's combine them. Let's combine, get a level 11 here. Does reduce the critical hit somewhat. But now let's make another set of them. There. Cool. 136,000 XP. Let's see how high we can bring this one. I don't imagine it will be much higher. This should probably be at 7. And then let's combine them to make 2 level 8s. You know what? Let's combine and make a level 9. 5,000 poison damage in one go. Bring it on. Hold on, these things are ready. Do I want to use them again? I mean, it is XP. This is just damage, venom damage. That's not that useful. Okay. What is even this for? Like, this does as much armor level hit as that, and it's a dual gem. Not much XP out of that. I don't know. I don't know if the shrines are worth it at this point. I think in endurance mode we just need to focus on... I probably don't need these gems as much anymore. But I'll keep them around because they're not hurting me, but I'm not going to focus on improving them. I'm going to focus on improving these. Okie dokie. Maybe we get a little XP out of that. Yeah. 38. I think it's 38 multiplied by 4.3, so... Hoo boy here. Let's get a level 9. And a level 9 here. These guys seem to be quite strong. Okay. They are very strong. Holy crap. Let's make sure we have that set up. What's this? Extracts mana. That one is good if it will hit people. It doesn't seem to be in a very good position. Because the mana cost, this cost me about 200 mana to make. But if I can extract at least 200 mana, I get the mana back. That's a good one to have around. I would... it's because it's diagonal. This route, actually, if it gets filled up, is really good to hit. Let's have a tenor there. Oh, dear. There you go. That makes plenty mana. Okay. I don't know how much more. Oh, wow, we're over 200,000 XP though. That's this isn't good. Here, let's get some more mana. This isn't gonna help me. This is not gonna help. Okay, we're gonna start losing pretty soon. But it was worth while it lasted, right? Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, world. Yeah. Let's just for fun extract a ton of mana. Make sure we don't. There we go. That's a lot. That was fun. We're not going to see that mana because we're going to lose. Well, maybe we will see that mana. Nah. Okay, I was thinking if I could somehow combine these to make a level 12 gem right before I died. It'd be fun to do. But we didn't. We at least got this amount of XP. And an edge fragment. That's what we want. Woo! Ooh, this video's getting long, but there's at least only one more level. It is a vision field, so all these bonuses we're getting aren't going to help us. But let me at least put some stuff into that. Extra mana for starting waves early. That's pretty good. Let's just upgrade that one all the way. And then put some points into these. We're going to put all of our points into fusion, and we're not going to see the benefit of that because we're going to jump into a vision field. So this is a little trickier than the last one, but it's still pretty doable. Right away we see 15 towers in this big maze, so you might be tempted to think, let's just make a big maze, put a gem in every tower. We don't have a lot of mana to work with, and this is what we have available to us. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to designate this center as areas I want monsters to walk through multiple times. So I'm going to build this. Oops, now I want monsters to come up this way, so we're going to block these. Then I want them to go in this way. They'll come through here and around. I want to block this path, and then I want to block this path. So they have to come through this like so. And then I'm going to build dual black-red gems, and I'm going to put them here. I'm only going to have 2. The reason I have these 4 spaces, though, is just in case, because, as I mentioned before, the swarmlings and giant waves, like, they're preset how many of them there are and what kind of markings and such they have, but it's not preset when they appear. There is going to be a wave of giants that drop beacons when they die. And if a beacon is dropped in this area next to one of these gems, that harms the gem, like a beacon that forces it to be resocketed every couple seconds, that would destroy the strategy. So I want to have places I can drop these gems if ever that is going to happen. And I think I'm just going to run with what I have here. At the soonest opportunity, I'm going to upgrade both of these to level 4. And then this gem is going to go up to level 7. That's the next step. So we should be able to handle these guys. We at least get our freeze and our bolt spells, but we don't have any bonuses on them. There's no, the charging time is the max amount. This should be fine. Let's upgrade. Oh, not quite. That's right, because I don't have any fusion skill, so there you go. Everything costs too much. So this, I need to get to 2880 to upgrade this one. And then let's do that. They've all got shield, and they're really fast. We're going to see, like, look how many marked enemies we have in this level. Ah, there's our beacon guy. Luckily, it's arrived early, so we might not suffer too much from it. So far, so good. Actually, if we call this wave early, we should get some extra mana. Yeah, they all have so much shield. It's just crazy. Okay, as soon as we get a big group of them in here, we're going to do freeze and bolt. So far, handling it. Let them get a little bit further, so there's the largest group. There we go. Okay. The chain hit's what's helping. We don't, like, the critical hit is tempting. You might think you need to do more damage. No, 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 no. Just get bolt spell on there. And the mana extracting is not going to help you out, so don't even worry about it. It's all going to be... Let me actually, though, just in case. Because it's possible, based on... Oh, another beacon set? Damn. It's possible we get monsters in just the right configuration. There's no way to stop them. Oh, that one doesn't matter. This one would, but we're not adding any negative effects on monsters. Alright, can this upgrade? Not quite. It is wasting the bolt spell on the beacon, though. That's fine. Whatever, I'll survive. Let's bring this in. This is almost ready. It is ready. Let me first kill these guys. There we go. Alright, we got a level 7, which means we can handle the strongest monsters for now. But eventually level 7 won't be enough. We're going to bring this to 7, then join it here to make an 8. Okay, this should go to level 5. Because, yeah, he's not doing anything anymore. He's completely overwhelmed. He's got a lot of hits, though, so, yeah. This guy's got less hits, but more % increase to damage because of Bloodbound. Alright, and then... Yeah, these guys are what's going to break through. These little... from the giants that we kill, because they're very, very powerful swarmlings. Oh, we can upgrade that pretty freely. Alright, I don't want them breaking through. Oh dear, these guys are fast too. Uh-oh. At least we have the bolt spell, so we can knock them dead for now. No, we can't. Oh dear. Okay, so these guys are going to get through. Like, some of them are, it's just what's going to happen. Maybe not all of them, but, like, some of them are going to get through. There's really nothing we can do about it. There's just too many of them going too fast. Is this, actually, am I going to take care of them? That's pretty lucky. I normally have at least one of them get to the orb, but no one did. Alright, let's bring in another wave so we get some extra mana. Okay, we're almost ready to upgrade this. But not quite. Let's do this. Cool. Now we upgrade. I want to make sure I have enough ready to go. And let's use up all the bolt spell here. Okay. Upgrade. Combine. And then I'm going to build another one just to have and we'll upgrade, but we won't really need it. It's just extra. The level 8 is going to take care of the monsters for us. Of course, these little swarmlings coming out are going to be a pain in the butt. Let's get that up a little bit. We should be good for the rest of the level, but I now want to save up mana in case some guys get through. Yeah, these, I don't think we'll kill all these. Oh, we did. Cool. I keep saying we're not going to survive that, and then we do survive it. So, what do I know? Oh, actually, pretty fine. Yeah, there's no way we'd get that to level 9, though. Cool. Survived. But only 3,600 XP, so we're not going to get much for that. We do get the 13 skill points, which is enough for us to... What would we do with it? Bump this up to 13? Let's do it. Just a little bit more on there. And that's everything for this hex tile. Like, it looks like there's a lot of room here, but if there is a level here, we can't play it yet, so we're going to ignore that. And next time, we're going to jump into field B1. This is another dead-end area, but it's going to give us a skill just like we got here. So next time, we're going to try to pump up the true colors some more. Maybe even pump up fusion a bit more, because it is nice to have the gems cost less. But we will wait until next time to do that. Thanks, everyone, for watching this very long video. I know you all watched not even at 2x speed, and totally paying attention to the video the whole time. Thank you so much for doing that, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.